Hi guys, welcome back to Elementary Airsoft Tactics. In this video I'm going to show you how to paint your Airsoft replica and turn this into this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna need. Of course, the first thing you're gonna need is your Airsoft replica, some sharp things, maybe a knife or scissors, whatever you have, some masking tape, because you want to block the important things on your replica to not get the paint inside to the mecha box or the barrel. Also, I covered factory made paintings on my Zenico parts and also the ranges on the sides. But maybe I will remove it, I will see. And from the other side you can see that I blocked the magwell, also around the trigger. I also taped up cables from my replica, and also I taped up the side where the selector switch is. And to be extra careful, I also attached masking tape inside the inner barrel. I can show you. As you can see, I taped it up. Another really important things are of course the sprays. I chose Fosco Industries, but you can choose whatever spray you want. And the colors I choose were Mud Brown, Coyote and NATO Green. But you can choose whatever colors you want. But for my camouflage purposes, I chose these three colors. So yes, now the replica is pretty much ready, but just before we have to clean it with cleaning alcohol to not leave any oily stuff on the replica, because we want the paint to stick pretty well onto the replica. So now I'm going to clean it with alcohol. So I'm going to ensure that there is no grease on the whole replica. Even the plastic parts need to be cleaned. But be careful with acetone or other alcohols, because some of them can damage the plastic. So read the stuff on the bottle and make sure that your plastic won't get destroyed. So now that it's done, you can wait until it all dries, and then you can paint it. And the same process with the rubbing alcohol or the cleaning alcohol goes for every part you want to spray. I want to spray this part, also this one with the optics. I will show you later how to do that one. Another Zenico part, and also a side rail for the AK. I will show you all that. And also magazines. I will show you how to do magazines in a moment. So now I have myself prepared for the spraying, and let's start. So this is the first color we are going to use. It's this Coyote brown, and I will basically spray all over the replica. It will be the base color. Let's do it. Of course, don't forget to tape all the important stuff, so you don't spray something important or damage your gun. So let's do it, and don't spray it like very closely. You have to spray it from a distance. So let's do it. I would really recommend buying 2 sprays for the base color, like 2 sprays of the same color, because in my experience I went through that spray like this immediately. So I recommend you to buy 2 of those, just in case. Now we need to wait a while, like maybe 15 minutes, and I can flip it and spray the other side. Okay, so while the gun is drying, I can spray this part. And I can bring other stuff to paint. Okay, I have also the Zenico parts. As you can see, sometimes my spray is really close to the replica and later it backfired because the paint peeled off at the spots where my spray was really close. So there's a reason to keep the distance. So okay, now I will show you how to spray a magazine. So I taped up top of the magazine, of course, to not get the paint inside the magazine. So I'm going to place it on my cardboard and the same process as with the weapon. And again, I'm going to bring it to the warmth because it's cold outside. Now I'm going to use the green spray. With the NATO green spray, my logic is really simple. I tried to make circles with the spray on the middle of the replica, on receiver, handguard, grip, stock, etc. But with the barrel, I put a little bit on the muzzle brake, as you can see, and I think it did work out well. Like, you cannot really mess it up with the sprays, you just spray and see how it looks like. You can always try to fix it with the base spray. You can spray over it and wait until it dries and you can try again. We use the same techniques with the NATO green spray on the attachments and other stuff you want to spray. With the magazines, I tried some experimenting and I didn't do circles all the time. I tried to make some lines or irregular shapes. Also, one thing to mention, you really have to watch out for the weather when you spray. It depends on what the spray contains, but weather and temperature can really ruin your spraying. If it rains, it can create bubbles from the water, on your replica, and then you have dents in your paint. And also if it's cold or around 7 degrees Celsius, the paint doesn't really want to dry and it gets kind of flaky, but it really depends on what you're spraying with. With the Mud Brown spray, my goal is to spray over the NATO green circles I made earlier. And the reason is that I want to create depth or more of a shadow in the NATO green circles to make it blend more efficiently in the nature. As you can see, with the Mud Brown spray, I don't really do circles or any sort of shape. I just do these angled lines. The same logic applies on the magazines too. If you find out that there is imbalance between the colors, or you don't really like how it looks like, you can always use the previous color and respray it. If you really want to, you can also spray paint your other gear, for example like radio or shoulder speaker or PTT. I really wanted to spray paint my radio, and I put masking tape on the screen, on the contacts, on buttons and on other stuff that could be damaged by the paint. After you finish spraying, I recommend putting the sprayed items on some warm and dry place. So this is how it turned out. As you can see, the Airsoft replica has some wear, especially on the parts that are held the most, so handguard, pistol grip, stock, and etc. And the reason for the wear is because if you, for example, play during the rain and there's mud and you have mud on your gloves, you can easily scrape off the paint, or you snag your weapon against branches or anything, so it can easily scrape off. But again, it depends on the paint you use. You can't really expect that the paint job will last forever. You will see some defects, and only thing you can do is to repaint it again. So this is end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked it. Goodbye, have a nice day.